Haven't you heard about these bad witches down here?
The lights that shine in darkness aren't always visible under.
I think the mic is on.
Hello.
Hello.
Audio. People watching. How is the audio sound?
How's the audio sound, people?
Hey, if you're there, just let us know. But I hope you're enjoying our new setup. We decided to take a page out of another small streamer's book, and then Hewitt here got like super inspired and just threw this up together, and it looks fucking great.
Absolutely. Is the chat thingy gonna pop up where it's supposed to pop up?
Mm-hmm. No.
If
I
so.
hope so. Hold on, I can test it.
We'll find out.
Test. No. Oh, yay!
Yay!
There we go.
We are so
Nice.
fancy now.
We are fancy. We actually know what we're doing now, somewhat.
Kind of.
Let's not get carried away here.
Ouch.
And again, anyone on stream, do we have audio coming through? Volume level.
Who knows?
Who knows?
What's it look like? Yeah, it looks good over there. So
Yeah.
let's just continue on until we hear differently. So, hello.
Let's just jump right into it.
Welcome to Ties That Bind. Yeah, put that on.
No, I'm saying.
Turn it down?
No, turn it up a little bit.
Oh,
But you were doing this. That means turn down.
Oh, well.
Good job. Okay.
To go with the music.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Spook my goops.
Last we left off in Ties That Bind, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, Into the Woods. Our group managed to find out They managed to find a knife which led them to believe that whatever caused the death of the Striga family was actually done by something else, potentially Fae. They went searching around. They got held up by a Leshy and forced to give an offering to the forest.
I think we got smacked down.
You got smacked.
I got thunderclapped by a tree.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you don't give the right stuff to the forest.
Yeah, we now know. We now know.
It's all right.
Our Vipera here.
I know what I'm giving the florist.
Did not realize that house spirits live in these houses and made one of the house spirits mad by sleeping in there and had a kikomori on her chest, just sitting there.
Yeah, that was great. I didn't do anything.
Fortunately, they were able to give a good enough offering to the kikomori to allow her to leave. And they managed to talk with the speaker to try to figure out how to go forward with hunting down the spirit that plagues this town.
Did we?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
A little bit.
Pay attention.
I am paying attention.
Oh, I'm not. Wait. Anyway. Yeah, so y'all found yourself in the speaker's mansion, bedding down for the night. Well, most of you bedding down for the night. And
Someone definitely got bedded down.
Mm-hmm.
So
You have absolutely no clue what went down in there.
no, you don't. So the next day arrives, and there is a knock on the door.
I just stayed up all night playing Parcheesi.
You're just like fucking tired, like, it's keeping me sane.
Who is it?
Is it a knock
You-
on the mansion door or our bedroom doors?
Your bedroom doors. So, and you answered first, so it's gonna be you. Yes, it is Yona.
Yoma? Good morrow.
Yes, we need you to come down. There has been murder.
It's been, well, shit, fuck. Okay. See. Well, going to go in and knock on Vipera's door first.
You sure that's a great idea?
You're not. Are y'all in separate rooms? And
Yes.
Yes!
We're not
Please.
sleeping together.
I'm questioning
There's
his,
all just one room
line
with
of
one
logic.
massively long
Like,
bed.
I know he's not sleeping alone. If he slept at all.
He's not sleeping.
He's not sleeping.
He didn't get
One
no
point of
sleep.
exalt now.
You don't know what I can do.
He's a bunny.
rabbit.
He can fuck all night.
Yeah. And then just sleep for another 2 hours. He's good.
Alright, then Jolan will approach and just knock on the door. Like, rather just like aggressively almost.
You're knocking aggressively on my door? I open the door with my scythe blade pointing at whoever's on the outside. So, like, it should be at their gut, but it's at his face.
You're like, oh.
Whoa, easy there, easy. Sorry to be so aggressive and upfront. Apparently that there been another murder.
I don't say anything. I just shoulder scythe and walk out. Bowl him over to get past him. Going downstairs.
And I'm assuming you
Yeah.
two meet up and you.
Oh no, no one's coming out of this room just yet. No one's coming out of the room
You
just
dog!
yet.
Well, this would be at like the speaker. You would be with the speaker.
Yeah, I know. I just said nobody's coming out of the speaker's room yet. Somebody's gonna have to come there to wake them up.
Do we even know where the speaker's room is? Like, we didn't
Yeah,
see
you
where...
do. Y'all.
It's
well,
just
Yana
above.
is
It's
outside.
above. There's a big door, and it just says speaker above it.
It is the speaker's room. Do not disturb.
There's
Sock
just
on the
there's
door.
just a little. I was gonna say there's just like a little red light in use recording. In use recording.
Okay, y'all get into the hallway. Say, the speaker was with one of your friends.
Oh, Bunedict.
Turning around, heading to the speakers. Heading to the speaker's door.
Let us go with him. But we
Where?
must not take too much time. There's the chief of police downstairs.
Chief police.
Another murder. Who was murdered?
I don't know.
All right, I'm start doing what I do. I need.
At least just give us some coffee or else some tea.
I'm
there
still
is
marching
some
to the
tea
speakers.
downstairs.
I'm still marching to the speaker's door.
I have already made a little bit of tea.
I feel like at this point I need one of those like detective.
Hats.
And we have some sandwiches downstairs if you would like one.
Ooh, finger food. You hear that?
Oh, yeah.
As I just sit there holding up the
What
statue's
meat's
finger.
in that sandwich?
Approaching the speaker's door, ear to the door, or as best I can with horns in the way.
There's not snoring.
There isn't?
Oh.
Hewitt, why don't you just tell us what you want us to hear?
I'm waiting for someone to open the door. I'm just over here because I was messing with Zeta
Wait,
earlier
that they
in the
don't
other
lock
game.
doors?
Yeah, I would assume the door is locked.
Well, she goes up. Speaker, Ulrich.
Sorry, darling. We're just getting untangled.
At this point, I'm gonna be like, and I'm just gonna slam open the doors.
Do I get to? Okay, because I gave him a list.
You did.
You see that
I've been waiting.
there are multiple bed sheets that have been tied off at the corners to beams up in the like the support beams and the rafters to make this massive hanging hammock, and there are just extra pillows piled all in it, and there's empty wine bottles. Bunedict is actually getting dressed, but the speaker is hanging slightly off the edge with rope, still tied to part like between his arm to his leg.
Okay.
I approve of this. Like,
Okay.
me, Neysa, approves of this.
Sorry,
We'll get dressed.
I'm gonna help him. It's just that. Oh my God, it was great.
I have a lot of pent up energy.
You did.
Yes. Oh.
Did we work that out of your back though?
A little bit, yes.
Very good. Give me just a second. I gotta finish untangling him. We had a swing.
It was very fun. In more ways than one.
Walks over to Bunedict, gives him one big slap on the back, and walks out.
I wonder what that was about. She is very, intense, yes?
I'm learning. Take your wins where you get them. Like, I've had 2 very good ones in the last 24 hours. Shit.
That's very good.
Now let me get up there. That's a sailor's knot. I don't know what a sailor is, but I learned the knot.
Okay, so yeah, y'all climb up and get...
Grew up in the woods of the Feywild. He ain't seen boats.
You would know what a boat is. You might not know how to...
Rivers, boy, rivers.
Rivers, airships.
Those are dirigibles.
But y'all get dressed, y'all get
Plums.
ready, and y'all head down, and you see the guards that... I said chief of police, they're guards. The head guard is sitting down there that y'all talked to when you were talking with, Traco.
Yeah.
And he looks up at you. Well, you are all here. Okay.
Good morrow.
Top of the morning.
Yes, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Istik was found murdered
Istik.
near the front of the city last night.
Who's this stick?
He's the kid that was running around high.
That was the drug cop.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's
According
unfortunate.
to some of the Meldrida priests, he was killed similar to their people.
Huh.
Well, that doesn't sound like it's our problem then.
It slightly is. Because if it's the evil spirit that's doing it, we're here to solve it.
Thought you said that you found out that it wasn't the evil spirit that killed the Mildreda priests.
Yes, that was a Lecce in the woods, I think. Or a Trent. I got slapped really hard and a statue landed on me.
Doesn't sound like our problem.
I'm pretty.
Wait, the Leshy killed the priest? I've never heard
No,
of the Leshy.
I think we got
I might have
miscommunicated there because
terms are off.
yeah.
I'm still
Leshy
learning
is not-
I'm
So
still
we
learning
didn't
everything
make-
that you have here.
We didn't bring a offering when we entered the forest.
Oh, that's what it was. It was
So
just an
we-
angry
Yes,
tree
you
man.
do not want to
Yeah.
enter forest unless you are well versed or if you're on good terms with the spirits of the forest.
So
That's what it is.
yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
So maybe he went to the forest and didn't make an offering.
It does not seem like he went to the forest. He died near the edge of town, not near the forest. Though.
Was it why? You know, let's go have a look.
Yes.
Of course, I can take you
Sure.
to his body.
Yes, let's go.
Alright.
1 second, we need. You see Rorik like 1 second. I need sandwich, and he grabs like this what looks like a French loaf. It's cut in half, and it has just like a whole. It's almost like an oven pizza.
Huh.
More so than a
Oh,
sandwich,
okay.
but it has like cured meats
Right.
and
French.
different
French
stuff.
bread.
Love, what type of meat is on that?
There's some prosciutto and some salami and
Not gospa?
we might have gospa. Hey,
No. I was just asking. Some of my friends might have not cared to find out it was a person. I'm just going to grab this apple.
I mean that, whenever we ran packs with just the wolves that we had, sometimes that bandits was all that they wanted me to cook, and I have had a bandit or two.
Noted.
All these
What?
Every day I grow more concerned about you guys and the path that you're on.
This was before this shit.
Yes, both of you.
Also,
Emily told me audio is good, but I need to not lean back like a dumbass.
Okay.
Okay, so you participated in Ghostbot then?
No, it was more so whenever that I used to hunt with wolves.
Oh, interesting. You're a wild hunter.
Supernatural wolves, things like that of the sort.
Going to the front door and are we going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here.
We can just have a walk and talk.
Have some sandwich. Have sandwich. And he hands you all like some of the bread, which is it's an open face sandwich is basically what it is, but it has all sorts of accoutrements like tomato and
Okay.
herbs and a little bit of cheese on there. And... Okay, I guess we'll go. Anya, please take care of the place. And she's like, I always do. She goes off.
I tried to clean up as best as I could, and I threw everything.
Oh no, he can clean up his own room. I ain't touching that. She's the maid, but she has her limits.
Just saying that Bunedict didn't leave a nasty mess in there. He would have tried to clean up or at least pile things.
She don't know that.
Everybody's like, Bunedict just fucking nasty.
Bunny boy, no boundaries.
Okay, so y'all go out. It's sort of a cloudy day, like heavy overcast. A couple of times you see darker clouds pass through the sun. It's cool. It's temperate. It's not like super. It's not super cold, but chilly enough to like wear something without being too wear longer clothes without being too uncomfortable.
What time of day is it? Is it just early morning?
It's about early morning, yeah.
Okay.
And the head guard looks at y'all and says, "Well, follow me to the morgue."
Y'all moved it?
Y'all moved the body?
Yes.
You wouldn't leave a dead body out in the middle of the street. There's children getting up at this time. They're going to school?
No, not school.
I don't know exactly what a school is.
We do not have a school here. We usually teach children personally.
Okay.
Are you okay?
It's a little loud.
The speaker just hissed at me.
Okay. So.
Oh, it's too low. Okay, why would we leave body out? It will rot and it will attract animals and.
I mean,
well, before we go to the morgue, can we see where he was?
Of course.
You guys go so you can find out. I'm going directly to the morgue.
okay.
Okay, so who
Please
all is
tell
going
me
to
you
the
have
morgue?
speak with the...
I am going to go to the site with Bunedict.
I'll follow Preach.
You'll follow.
I feel like he shouldn't be left alone again.
Okay, so you two are going that way. You two going that way. First, people.
doubts my
It is.
When did you do something bad alone?
I have no idea.
Okay, so it's you
I
two
didn't
first.
say. I'm just saying we've tested his luck of being alone. Something's gonna happen and he's gonna end up dead.
I have protection.
Oh yeah, you do. And Rorik is like, I'll never get used to that. That is strange. But Rorik is going to follow you two, and the guards are going to follow you two. The guards are going to point you. Well, that main guard is going to go with you two, but
Okay.
one guard is going to usher you to where the body was, and it's a little bit outside of town. nowhere near any sort of woods or anything. The way the city, like there's the inner city, and then there's the
farms, and then there's the woods.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just out the gates of the city. Probably
He's been
about
dead for a while, hasn't he?
A few hours.
Yeah, and what you see like part of the fence destroyed, and you see like blood trails, as if like whatever happened, he was dragged. And yeah. Is there any sort of anything y'all would like to do?
I want to do a survival check to see if it's any type of creature or anything.
Okay.
That'll be a 14.
14? You don't know any kind of like natural entity or any sort of normal creature that could, like maybe a bear, but you don't know if there's any bears in this area. It seems like there could be, but it crashed this person through a fence, and these aren't just like picket fences. This is like
A palisade.
Like
yeah, it's like a sturdy wood.
like a tall column fence.
Yeah. And you see gore and other bits still around that weren't picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So it suggests whatever did this really just went to town on this body. But you don't suspect it could be anything beast related.
It is nothing that I have ever ran across.
Can I do a check?
Yeah.
With Faye being my favored enemy. Oh, hold on, let me flip over and make sure what exactly I took, because I'm playing 2 different Rangers in game, so
Yeah, you're on a ranger kick recently.
I made Kegmoth over a year ago.
That's true.
Nope, I took Deft Explorer instead of favored enemy.
So what would you like to do?
And my primal awareness works a little bit different. I would just like to investigate. To try to see if it might be, instead of being beast, be Fae. Like.
That do you want help?
If a purple fucking dinosaur comes in, I'm stabbing it.
Yeah, that is weird. It said domain free and it's playing.
Well, this is all. I mean, this is not the Barney song. This is. It's Give a Dog a Bone. This old man is going home. Song about an old man dying because he broke his neck.
I mean, I can help out if you want advantage.
I would appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, so y'all are scouring the area. You checked that, and
Thank you for advantage. It helped by 1 point.
Okay.
how much you get?
That brings it to a total of a 10 because I rolled a 4 on the dice.
Oh my god.
You are not sure of any fey creature that would have this sort of animosity to it. You know fey creatures is more wily. They're not so much violent. I mean, they can be violent, but they're not. They don't seem like.
I think the word you're looking for is brutal.
Brutal, yeah.
Yeah, this is.
It was eviscerated.
And it's just in the town.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just outside the town.
I'll be honest. I have no clue what it is.
that this isn't anything like a beast or nothing.
And it's nothing like I've run into in the next neck of the Feywild that I've been. So,
that
what was the creature called again? This is okay. Let me say this is you asking. What was the
They call undead spirits Navia.
was
But
it a
this is-
Navia?
I'm guessing it might be, but we got to start figuring out where this is so that no one else dies.
This is probably something y'all did. Y'all probably discussed over cigarettes in the interim period with Rorik. Navia is a general term for undead.
Okay.
And Nympha is a general term for Fae.
So Navia is undead, Nympha is Fae.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
We forgot back on Neysa's day we picked up another follower. Grey Run. So they're not here now, but thank you.
Thank
So
you.
11 more.
Right.
That was one of our goals for the year is get to 100.
yeah, no, we will get there.
Shit, I'm still trying to get to affiliate.
Oh, that I can help out with that. Anyway,
I'm 15 followers away.
That Jolan is going to approach the guard and be like,
Yes.
So what was basically that the nature of the body? Was it like any claw marks, any bite marks, any broken
nature
limbs?
of the body was everywhere.
So eviscerated then.
Pretty much. It looked almost like an animal, but I have never seen an animal do this much. It seems overtly cruel.
That this wasn't no animal that that I have seen or anything. Especially given just that damage. Let's see. Before we go to the morgue to meet up with the other two, that I want to do a perception check to see that if I can find anything. Ooh, 23.
Unfortunately, there's nothing. He wanted to, instead of going, good dog. You don't see anything out of the ordinary aside from just normally what you would perceive. I mean, it's pretty. Like, it's a slightly hilly area. You're able to see the hamlets in the background. You see the tree line. But nothing about the day, actually. 23, you said.
Yes, 23.
You smell an herbal fragrance.
You smell that? It's herbs. Anything
Well, now
about
that you
herbs?
mention it, yes.
Talking to the guard. Anything about herbs? You don't smell that?
What is that? You would know it. It's almost a rosemary smell.
It smells like rosemary. Is somebody cooking anything or anything?
No.
I mean, it is
Sometimes rosemary is. It's connected to some people use it in other concoctions.
Like a potion.
Excuse me.
It's a flavored potion. Depending on what you want. Different people use it for different things. Alchemy is sort of... It's much more of an art than a science, really.
Is there an alchemist nearby?
No, not in this town. You might have to go to Terranek for that.
Is that the one over to the southwest?
It is... Okay, let me go find the map.
Map.
Well, map!
It's a map. It's a map. It's a map.
Maparoni! Did I lose the maparoni? Oh no. I thought I put the map in here.
This is the I lost the map music.
Okay, I lost. I'm gonna have to reprint the map. Maybe? I'm a very good DM.
I mean, that rosemary, that's just odd for this morning.
The map that he on the map, so basically, out of character, there's Ouroboros. If you go down a bit, there is
Striga Lake.
There's Striga Lake, and then there's Valenclave, where y'all learned about a mine, I believe.
Yes, the salt.
That the drug mine.
Yeah, the Prisma salts is where Valenclave is the... And then if you go... There is like a split in the road that you go west, or no, it'd be east, across the river, and then there's Tyranic right there. And if you go north on that road, you would go up to Pulaska.
Which is where we're supposed to go eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
And Mildrida is
The other
to the
direction.
west.
Yeah.
It's like northwest.
Okay.
Oh wait, I do have favorite enemy. I just didn't underline it. It's advantage on survival and intelligence checks. Okay, deal with that later.
All right.
Do you think this... I mean, maybe someone had a large shipment of rosemary? I don't think... Well...
I mean, it
That
has a
would be
herbal
weird.
smell, so it isn't like...
The smell wouldn't linger around this long if someone had a large shipment yesterday, or honestly, if to be this pungent, it would have to be quite a large shipment to not be here right now. Unless there's a rosemary bush nearby.
I don't see one. Now I'm hungry for soup.
Can I do a survival to see just the general location of the smell to see where the source is coming from?
Downwind, upwind.
Okay, yeah.
Well, will help.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Good thing thank you for the help. Natural 20.
Oh,
For a
okay.
total of 27.
Okay. So you're like, yeah. I'm sorry, like some of the songs are like super heavy and some of the songs are like...
That's just, like, in general with everything.
That sounds like a personal problem.
So you spend a minute like sitting there and you're just kind of like following the smell. It doesn't seem to have like, it doesn't seem to be hitting with the wind. Like it's weird. It's almost like despite there being wind, it's almost like you're in a stagnant room and it's just emanating forth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to like walk and actually with the natural 20, you're actually able to go forth, back and forth into this area, and you follow the road, and you notice, like, you know, you get a little bit off the road, you lose the scent. Y'all both, well, you're helping, so you're kind of doing the same thing, and you're kind of catching it, and you realize you're on the main road out of town.
It leads out of town.
You're on the road that you were when you were going to going out of Chivani.
It heads back to Chivani. We may need to go back in and get the others and then let them know.
Yes, but we had already... Didn't you mention that we were supposed to be going back there anyway? There's something hidden?
Why, yes. I think that preacher has more information about that.
I mean, somebody mentioned something about it, but I was a little distracted last night.
I mean, that's understandable. Whatever floats your boat.
Who are you pointing at?
I thought that...
No, Rurik went with
Oh, okay. I thought you said he came with us.
Oh, did I?
I can't remember.
No, that you had said that the guards with us and then that the
Okay,
speaker
my bad.
with them.
My misunderstanding.
Okay. It's fine. I have a bad memory, so you know. It is what it is.
Uh-oh.
Did you
Man
form-
down. Dice down. But anyway, back in character.
Okay.
Why?
Hewitt.
I mean, it's just. It's just basically that we do need to go in there and get with preaching in Vipera for basically to let them know about this rosemary.
All right, let's head back.
Yeah. All right, we're just gonna head back.
Yeah, quick adjustment.
Did I do much of anything?
That did something.
We'll leave it alone for now.
Yeah, there is a delay. Okay, that's much better actually.
Much
A little bit
better.
You still like when you lean back though, you end up.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do something about it.
Yeah. Okay, so you two are gonna head back to the Vipera and Preacher.
Yeah.
Y'all are being escorted by the head guard and Rurik to the morgue. Y'all, I mean, it's connected to the same building as the,
We've been here several times.
yeah. So y'all...
I haven't. I was asleep.
I've been here a couple of times.
So y'all walk through the facility. It's not a big place, and he walks you back to like a basement area where the bodies are kept.
Okay.
Oh, Hewitt.
Barmaid for hire.
It's
Anybody
even worse
else?
now because
Good.
you have to go all the way around. But
Anybody else need anything?
Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
so, y'all walk through there. You go down into a basement, and it's noticeably cooler down here.
Oh.
And when you walk in, you see like a strange bald man looking over a body, picking at things, and then he looks at y'all. He has like little beady glasses on. Oh, hello there.
Is that the body?
It is a body.
Is that the one from this morning? That was discovered this morning.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna walk
I am
over
trying
and
to put
grab
them
the
together.
arm.
Wait,
I'm gonna walk over and just grab the body's arm.
what are you doing?
Is it warm or cold?
It's very cold.
Not
It's very
not to him. I'm just saying that. Okay, so the arm's cold.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, he's probably been dead for a while. Like, most of the night, maybe.
So how
This-
many pieces is this body in?
So you walk in and get a good look at it. So basically, the body, the eyes are gone. They're now covered with 2 gold coins.
Okay.
The face is mutilated from the jaw down. The jaw is barely hanging on. The throat is slit almost to the all the way to the spinal column.
Okay.
The body, the sternum right here, is split open, completely eviscerated. The leg is chopped. Their leg is on the table, but it's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fingers are mostly missing. The arms and legs have cuts and bruises and all sorts of things. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask this Igor Corner guy.
Eat Igor.
Were any of this individual's organs actually missing, or have you found them?
The organs are nowhere to be found.
And the fingers?
Whatever. You did the same deal. It seems whatever there was out there decided to take everything for itself.
Not quite everything. I don't think the Navia we're hunting did this.
The other Meldrida priests that got
Oh yes,
injured,
the
were they
Meldrida
similar?
priest is similar to this one.
Oh.
Would you like to see that body as
Huh.
well? We have not decided to burn it yet.
Yeah, let's have a look at those. That's weird. The priest said that their bodies were basically devoured. Unless I misunderstood.
I would call this basically devoured. If I didn't know what I was looking at.
I guess we have different terms of devoured.
So apart from the priests and this individual, have you seen other situations like this, Igor?
This is a very interesting sort of thing I'm seeing here. I've never seen something so destructive, and I've seen some weird things in my time. Nothing has been so overtly brutal. I mean, just look at the inside this cavity. Just all the lungs and the heart are gone.
I want to look at the cuts, like where the limbs were dismembered. Are they?
The cuts are deep, but they look like they're done with a sharp implement, as opposed to the chest. Looks like ripped.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. Like when you're looking over the body, it makes less and less sense what might have actually killed this person, because
Pointing that out to Igor, Is it possible that there could have been two different types of things happening here? Something with claws and then something a little more intelligent with, say, a knife?
Well, it is very... Anything is possible in the open world, I would think. This is a very strange place, but you wanted to see the other body.
Yes, please.
Now, I will tell you right now, don't be disappointed, because, well, you'll see. And he goes off, and he looks at all the bodies. You see a couple of other bodies that are covered in a tarp. He goes like that. He's like, no, that's still... Oh, Father Striga. And then he lifts something up. Oh, no. You'll sit right there. And then he goes here. Oh, this is who you look for. And he wheels this cart over. And he releases it. You just see, basically, here downward is gone.
The torso?
Yeah. All of this is ripped up. It's mostly, you just see the rib bones right here. The jaw is missing, the eyes are gone, the nose is gone, the ears are gone.
Does it have the same sharp implement marks?
It has the same sharp, like, you would think it was claw marks, they weren't so clean.
We're dealing with a Velocir scalpel.
It probably is the Navi then that we're looking for.
Could I... Let me see here. Let me double check something.
Not to interrupt you. I forgot you got a figurine, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of a
No,
doe.
that was me. It was an onyx dog, I want to say.
Okay. Did you ever get a chance to look at that?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Just asking.
Okay.
Oh. I thought you were talking to me because I picked up a Jade Dragon.
You did? Well...
I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay.
We just have Mushu in our party right now. We just don't know it yet.
Dishonor on you?
I understand this. The body's getting a bit ring, so we're going to have to burn it soon. But as you see, the body is very similar. He lifts up the ribcage and presents the empty cavity.
So, the other bodies, the Striga family,
I'm
are
gonna
they
walk
not
over to...
done in a similar way?
No, they were just stabbed to death.
I'm gonna go over and
Brutally, yes, but you can very well tell the bodies of Striga. If you want to see them, you're with Rurik. How are you doing, Rurik? And he's like,
I'm gonna walk over.
It's too late. I'm already there, and I'm uncovering.
Rurik
the,
is just
Father
like,
Striga.
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Just wanting to compare the marks
I'm gonna have to
on
apologize for my friends.
the Striga bodies
Yeah.
to the marks.
Give me a
on the
medicine
others.
check.
Oh, good. I have proficiencies.
Hell yeah.
It's still only a 14.
I mean, that's enough. The Striga family is pretty cut and dry. It looks like knife marks. Or it looks like blade marks, I should say.
Okay. Do the blade marks look to be the same
No,
shape and
these are
depth?
stabs.
The same shape and depth as the knife we found?
Yeah.
Does it look
Oh,
like that knife would have done this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can put two and two together. The knife you found and those wounds look pretty, like,
Okay.
one for one.
I just want to be sure.
Okay.
There's more than one knife.
There's three of them.
There are so many knives.
Well, I mean, it's the Eldenwald. Everybody has a knife.
All my
Except
kids have
Melrose.
knives.
Oh, poor Melrose.
Wow. That was a bit of a cutting remark, but wow.
Cutting.
Anyway.
We're off
Whoa.
off track. Off track.
Y'all seem to be on the mission. What are you doing? What is your task you're doing?
Right now we're hunting this Navia, since we're here.
Oh, a Navia, you say? You think a Navia would do this?
That's
Well-
what the priest seemed to think. He said they fought it once already, and you see the results.
Yes,
Bodies are
yes.
similar.
Yes, missing a lot of things. Maybe the Navia wants to devour the flesh of the living. You know, there are tales of them doing that.
Any idea why? Something.
Well, they want to be living themselves. We all want to cling to life as long as we can, and the Navia are no different.
Well,
But
of
they
course.
want us.
So, did something happen somewhat recently that might upset one of the Navia?
Now that you mention it, these two murders, and he points to the two bodies that are the
Dismembered,
kid-
disemboweled.
Yeah, these two happened shortly after this one. He points to the Striga family.
What about
So the priest
even,
ate it before the Strigas, yeah.
what about
Yeah.
even
No, the Strigas ate it before the priest. It's the other way around.
what about even
That's
before the Striga family? Have there been any other recent deaths that have unexplained or otherwise questionable causes?
An old lady poisoned her husband. That's about it.
Well, that seems rather
Well, that
unexpected.
happened like a year or two ago. It's been a while.
Yeah.
She
How
was
did she-
put to death.
How did she poison him? With what?
Yeah, with a root. With a string root that grows out in the woods. It's fairly common. Most people do not know not to touch it. But if you know how to brew it, you can make a pretty strong poison out of it. And it's nearly indetectable from your tongue. You will not be able to taste it. It's very clever. Unfortunately, she had to die because that is... When you kill someone, it's eye for an eye, yes?
Does-
And then we eat you.
Does this Strigroot taste like something else, or does it just not have a taste?
It just has no taste as far as I've never had it. I can only read what the alchemists say about it. Like I am person that burns bodies and says, hey, this person died of poison, or this person died of stab. Usually they don't need me to do too much, but
You've been busy.
yes, been very busy. Aside from the usual death, you have a murderer, or a novia, as you might.
I would like to just kind of go wait by the door at this point. But I would like to try to memorize the way through the halls as we're going back out.
Okay. Okay, so as y'all are having that conversation, you two and the other guard are making your way into the morgue.
It's odd for the Rosemary to be out there, right?
Yes, very strange. I mean, you know, it just led just out of town, and in that we just know that it was no unnatural creature. I mean, sorry, natural creature. You know, that this whole place is not even natural, but, you know, eviscerated body parts all over the place.
So they're coming into the morgue now?
Yeah, as they're having this conversation, you see them start walking up.
Gonna kind of, like, I'm trying to pull all of us away a little bit for talkies.
Okay, so Vipera ushers y'all away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming away from the guard as well. Although the guard kind of fucks off and does his own thing anyway.
The guards in this town are rather garbage.
Who needs them?
Alright, so the Meldrida priest that bit it was missing entire lower half and all organs from the body cavity. The one that got dead last night, this morning, whatever, seems to have been last night rather than closer to the morning. Same thing, like a leg was detached, missing body parts, but the real kicker is that all looks like it was torn up by claws, but there are sharp blade marks on both sets of arms, rather than claws. So either something's got knives for claws, or we're dealing with something that uses knives too.
Now, did it have the scent of rosemary on the body?
Not that I could tell.
Because
But there were a lot of chemicals floating around in there. So. What's the deal with rosemary?
rosemary, we had asked that it had led out of town. Which direction, DM?
Towards Chivani. The town.
Towards Chivani.
The ruins that y'all had left through.
So, when you first got here, you said you smelled cooking herbs when the ghost girl
Yes,
was
I
guiding you this
smelled
way.
herbs everywhere. So, do we have spicy ghosts?
I guess.
I mean, that just as long as none of them is named Tony, but I guess that's fine. But
Suddenly you smell some good fucking gumbo.
but
I hope they didn't put people in it.
But outside of that, I mean,
Yes,
that it seems like that whatever had overcame me, and in that, like a creepy wise guy with just the head. I
Well,
guess it's all around Chivani.
If we're believing that an undead spirit killed a Meldrida priest, killed the guy that you sent off last night, and possibly also maybe not had a hand in the killing of the Strieger family through the guy who actually wielded the knife that we found, that doesn't explain this. It also doesn't explain why the Meldrida priests that are still living aren't doing their fucking jobs.
Well, they could be in the same boat as us and trying to figure it out.
It could be.
To be fair, right now everything is just a little bit confusing.
Actually, that Vipera does make a strong point. Where the fuck are they? That they should be investigating.
Look,
Let's not worry about them.
my question is, we're dealing with an undead spirit that is devouring the flesh of the living, or possessing the living to cut apart the others, or both. I mean, we might not be dealing with just one thing, but we've had more than one hint to go back to that town.
I'm not saying we shouldn't,
Right.
but if we're going to do it, then we better go fast while it's daylight, because I have a feeling we probably shouldn't be there after dark.
Let me.
No, we definitely shouldn't. That's how
As y'all
he'll
are
get possessed again.
As y'all are talking, you see Rorik walk up. Oh, Winkled. Think the coven. He's fucking creepy.
I don't know, I kind of liked him. He seems to like his work.
Yes, he's been there a long number of years since we've.
Like an unnatural length of time, love.
I believe he's about 70 or 80.
He's an old fella.
I mean, he's
Well,
old.
that's not unusual for humans, is it?
No, that's.
I mean, that's pretty damn
It's a
well.
long life.
People. I mean, as far as I know, we people of the Elven Realm usually live anywhere from
Clip it.
70 to 120, depending.
Chuckles internally at more than 700 years.
Now,
I
keep
mean,
doing that, we'll have a compilation of him burping.
No.
yes.
Do it to Jingle Bells.
I am not making that because somebody will enjoy it for the wrong reason.
Jingle
I mean,
burps, jingle burps.
But anyway,
Jingle bells.
so
jingle bells.
speaker
There it is.
Rorik, we basically found outside. We found a scent of rosemary heading back toward Chivani.
Do you think this means anything?
Possibly. But more importantly, that that the coven priests, why aren't they investigating?
As far as I know, they are licking their wounds and complaining about the state of things.
Well, then that
Sounds about right for
that-
priest.
Honestly, I have.
Side eyes at preacher.
I don't mean to impose, but I have kind of turned to you lot to help with this.
Right.
Since you have done so much already, and you're
Haven't done much.
I mean that.
you'll see the bar you've just surpassed is very low.
I mean, then that you know that's just basically that the difference between that the alpha pack and then at the omega pack.
I don't know what those words mean, but I'm going to believe you.
Speaker,
Yes.
we're gonna go to Chivani and try to figure things out. And if we're not back by nightfall, you might want to send to whoever is in charge of the Meldrida priests that are here, like their supervisors, and get somebody down who is actually competent.
Before you go to Chivani, be careful there.
Actually,
The spirits there are quick to anger. If the Novia is from Chivani, it poses a much greater risk to this town than I first thought.
If it's
Actually-
not from Chivani, what if it's sheltering there?
It could be sheltering there. I'm sorry, like the nature of that place, it's dark.
We'll be careful.
But the spirits usually stay within the confines, so it could be. I don't know if other spirits mingle like that. But you know what? Let me go. I have something for you. Are you? Can I present something to you to help you with your travels?
yes.
Do you wish to go to Chivani? If that is your.
Yeah, that's our goal. I believe that there's something there that might help us, and I was actually going to ask if we could get some horses, and maybe I'm not super familiar with spirits and offerings, and I was wondering if you could give us something to make it that would be a worthy offering before we enter the town.
Unfortunately, the undead or the dead are not like the Fae. The Fae can be reasoned with. The undead are restless spirits. They do not really. The offerings they want, we cannot satiate.
Will we be passing any Fey holdings on our way back to Chivani?
If you go into woods, sometimes.
But if we stay on the road, we'll be fine.
Usually, the Fae spirits sometimes stay on.
Well, maybe we should take an
go on the
offering
roads,
to.
But, they're usually the Fae spirits are amicable. The nympha of this place, they're reasonable. The Navia, you must watch out for. They cry in pain, and this pain cannot be satiated.
Well, maybe we should bring something to make an offering to the woods, just in case we have to go into them.
I still have fruit from last night.
Same.
I've got something that's been bothering me in the back of my head. I want to make another attempt to speak with the nympha that was at the Strieger house.
We'll pass it on the way out, won't we?
Yeah, you'll be able to.
So, Benedict, maybe if
I'll
this is
help,
more of
yes.
your territory, and see if maybe they'll be more willing to speak with us today.
Preacher,
Yes.
should we take the Mildrida priests with us? Maybe they'd be welcome of the help. Wink, wink. I'm thinking meat shields.
Well, you don't have to be so on the nose about it.
It's their job.
This one, dear heart, is blunt.
Yes.
Not
Not a terrible idea.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'm
Not a
sorry.
terrible idea. So if you guys want to go into the house, I will go on and speak with the priests. 'Cause I think...
Okay, so Velma told us everything. Velma, the Kikimori told us everything. It was the guard that got killed. He went crazy with a knife.
It was Captain Mustard with a candlestick in the library.
No.
It was
The
Mrs.
parlor.
White. It
No,
was
better yet, the conservatory.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because that's just a fun word to say And
It's also a fun thing to have.
yes, but I also slightly judge someone that has one.
Hey,
there's nothing wrong with that. It's just called a sunroom.
it's an internal greenhouse. Like,
Yes, but usually the people that had them at the time the game Clue would have been made is referencing a class that probably the goods that were in that room were probably not obtained in an appropriate manner, and therefore I feel it's safe to judge them. Also, if it's not the Tim Curry Clue movie, it's not as good. The game is not as good as the Tim Curry Clue movie that pissed people off because it had 3 endings and they played a different ending every time they showed the movie in theaters. Hold on, Emily just sent me something.
But thank you guys so much for basically watching the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching it. I hope that y'all are enjoying the story. And then our DM
We
has
got
just
up to 2 or
returned.
3 for a minute.
Oh. Okay.
and then we dropped again.
That's
Yeah,
usually
then
how
they
it is,
just
though.
might be
Yeah,
lurkers.
Okay, so where are y'all looking to do?
I wish the pierogies would go ahead and shift and allow me to be a little bit more comfortable.
I'm sorry, the pierogi. I made them pierogies. I keep thinking that looking at that camera. I'm still getting used to the setup.
But we will get
We
a better
need we need like a little flag so you know where
So,
you're
here's the
looking.
thing that's funny is right now Zeta's cam is my old webcam and is giving us like I'm hunting ghost footage.
Yeah.
Like that is the quality is like I am hunting ghosts.
I mean, this is a good first
Ghost
time
faces.
setup, but
It just made me just look buff on camera now.
You are buff in real life.
It
No,
just,
I
make-
am not.
it just makes every time we play this because I'm like literally 2 inches closer to the camera than Spence or anyone on the sofa. It just makes it's like I'm not bigger than anybody in the group that much really. Like
yeah, I mean that's just the camera thing. I look smaller than I really am in real life. I'm like 6'4".
Forced perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, what is y'all's plan?
I'm not going back to the Striga house. Like, I know that they were going to go do that thing, but I'm actually going to follow Preacher just in case we need some muscle to get these priests to come with us. Like, I'm not going to enter
so-
wherever he's talking to them, but, like, I'll come in and drag them out by the scruff of their necks if need be. Like,
Okay, so you are going to go
Yes.
get the Mildrida priest.
yes.
This couldn't possibly go wrong in any way, shape, or form.
I'm trying not to be a berserker. Shush.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and what are you doing?
going to try to talk to Velma one last time.
Yeah,
before we
I would just go with
out.
Benedict.
Okay.
I mean, Bunedict, sorry.
And Rurik is going to go to his place and give y'all something. But we'll get to that.
Is it the D?
You already got
You already got that, boo.
You got that multiple times in multiple different ways. He was pent up. Anyway.
Take me to church.
Okay, so you two make your way to the inn. And as you walk in, it smells nice. You smell meats
Rosemary?
and cheeses, and well, you smell herbs. You know,
Okay.
it's like a mix. And you do smell fresh bread, and you see everyone drinking and eating, and it seems like there's a lot of farmers here that are getting they're mellowing out before they have to go into the fields.
I'm gonna post up in a corner by the door.
Okay. And Preacher, you do see the priest, and you see a third priest there that seems to be hunched over, just nursing a beer.
Okay.
Once again, at the same table you saw them at last time, so it doesn't seem like they actually left the inn.
I have a theory. What if the priests are also ghosts? They're just going through the motions.
Plot over.
I'm done.
You've been undone.
McGothic kills all of you.
Hey, I'm dead again.
No.
At least I'm not under her thumb.
Okay. No, I will go up to the priest.
I am watching intently over
And,
the poor skinny human.
As I go to sit down,
Oh, it is you again. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. I'm going to place my hand on the priest that's nursing the beer under his shoulder. And I am going to, as I'm doing this, I'm going to sneakily cast a Cure Wounds.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a sleight of hand first, though.
Don't fuck it up.
That's a 12.
Well, you didn't entirely fuck it up.
Yeah, no. I mean, this guy, he's sitting there nursing a beer. He just feels the arm. He initially just feels like the soreness. It's like, oh. And then you hit cure. How much do you cure him for?
Let me roll.
Just to have a number.
We love to be rolling dice for numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love. I love the number.
9.
Okay.
Ooh.
9!
What did I walk into?
And then he
Sneaky cure wounds on the drunk priest.
And he gets out, he's like, that feels a lot... I'm sorry, I don't think I've met you before. And you notice that this is a younger priest. It's not one you've met before, and he is like bruised and he has scratches.
Yeah, this is the wounded one that they talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, his shoulder just, sometimes you just gotta get a little jam, just to jam it back into place, and just everything lines up.
You're blessed.
Yes, I'm also, like you, a priest.
No, I mean the wreath. You're blessed.
Yes, I know.
You came around the time of the anniversary of her leaving. And you see the other two priests, you see this, and you don't necessarily pick it up. You see the other two priests like...
You talking about Madrid?
Yeah. Yes. She has left to prove herself to be part of the coven.
I know. I know she's searching for... Well, for now we'll say something.
Yes. So you're here to help?
Yes.
And you see the other one's like, we can handle this. Like, look, you have done a lot, but we should be able to, like we told it over, whatever it is, I believe we can handle it. We do not need outsiders. And then you see the younger priest like, but he is blessed. He has the wreath. This means something. And he's like, Anton,
I'm sorry, I bring good snacks.
please. And you see the older one's like, Anton, please calm down. He's like, no, they can help us.
Antoine. Okay.
Excuse me, what is your name?
Well, I'm simply known as Preacher.
Preacher. That is a great name.
I actually came back because we've decided on a course of action that we think may help deal with the issue that we're all currently working on.
Well, you see, and he looks at the other two. It's like, see, they know what they're doing, and the other priests are like,
well, we believe there's something in the town of Chivani.
Shabani.
That might be
Like
of
the
assistance.
are you suggesting we go to the ruins and poke around?
Yes, during the daytime, and then
This
get
is
out.
where the older priests.
And then get out before nightfall. We're also securing transportation from the
Do
speaker.
you think there's going to be any difference between day or night? Do you think that ghosts are just going to be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to hurt you during the daytime because it's light?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, they'll hurt you regardless.
Not necessarily. But we were able to see better during the day.
I fell elsewhere, Joe and Bunedict. So we'll go into the ghost town and I'll start provoking, and then you'll be left in a room by yourself to draw them out.
Ghost!
Fucking
Ghost facers!
be like fucking BuzzFeed Unsolved, where it's like,
This is gonna end so well. I could feel it.
Hey, demons, it's me, your boy.
Love you, Ghost. Bye.
Just keep your spirit boards locked
what's
away.
his name?
Zach Boggins.
No,
Zach-
it's
Zach Bagans.
not Ryan Bagara. Who's the Shane Madej? Like, if you ever want to see a really fun ghost hunting show, BuzzFeed Unsolved, where they hunt ghosts, it's like some dude. One guy is like super into ghost hunting. The other one does not. Is like rigid skeptic, and it's the funniest shit.
No, watch Ghost Brothers on the Discovery streaming
That's
app.
a good one.
Yeah, that one's good too.
No, because they have the honest response.
What just happened? We're playing a game, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go to haunted town and provoke ghosts because you think Novia there, the Novia that is hunting here
Nice.
is in there. What proof do you have that it is there?
I'm trying to remember where we got this bit of information from.
It was Mildred overnight. She said
Yeah.
something about there's a something that'll help us there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and y'all said that y'all believe that
The rosemary smell was heading out toward Chivani again.
Look. So, proof? I have no physical proof. Other than,
that's good. That's good to know.
yeah. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I spoke with Mildred last night.
Ooh.
This is either going to go great or go very, very badly.
Right.
See the kid
Fangirling.
like, and the priest's like, oh, fuck off with that. Okay, what did Mildred say to you?
There was something in the town that would be of help.
And you see the two older priests are like, and then the younger one's like, does that mean he is blessed? He is blessed. We should follow his. Like, look, if it's nothing, then it's nothing. We have already wasted enough time, and Deacon is dead. So, what do we have to lose?
Thank
They
you.
killed Deke.
Yeah?
Thank you. Name dropping. This is
okay. And then you see the other two priests. The older one is.
Getting too old for this shit. I'm 3 weeks from retirement.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. Okay. If you think there's something in Chivani, there's no harm checking it out. I just hope you're ready to face whatever might be down there. Because it's not just...
Dum-dum.
From the basement, we have a new mystery, everybody.
the newest.
If it weren't for these
It's-
meddling kids.
I know it's not going to be a cakewalk,
Okay. Well,
which is why I came to you.
we better get ready then. Because...
Well. When you are ready to roll, we'll meet you at the exit of town.
Okay. Let me finish my beer though.
Take your time.
Barkeep. He orders another beer.
Oh.
What a dick.
Okay, so that's what's happening there. You two, what are y'all doing?
We were going back to the Striga house
Go
because
to the
you want,
Striga house.
and Jolan's gonna be like, "That? Do you really think that she has more answers?"
Do you really think?
Honestly, yes, I do think she knows something she isn't teaching us, but Kikimori can be shy, and if nothing else, to be fair, if she witnessed everyone in her house get murdered, this Fae is just as traumatized as anyone else.
Well, if,
Because more than likely she was, if I understand how a Kikimori is formed,
I mean, all
she
that.
is either the essence of a deceased mother that died during childbirth that would have been part of this family, or the family that was here before and became a home spirit because of it, which is a bullshit way to become Fae, by the way. That's almost like entrapment, personally, or she manifested here over the course of time with the family and grew in time with them. So, I mean, and they must have kept her happy.
I mean,
Because she stayed, and also nobody died in their sleep here, as far as we know, recently, unless they were stabbed. And Kikamori kind of crush your chest, don't shank you.
I mean that whenever that I was left out in the woods, and then that the mother wolf would just bite you by just at the scruff of your neck, and then just toss you into the pile. So, but it's just
Jolan's wolf stories, everyone.
Fucking Princess Mononoke over here.
But it's just basically, if that you think that that'll help out, and then that Jolan's gonna give you that the rest of his fruits and whatever things we had.
Okay, I'm gonna just knock on the door. Not push it open or anything. Velma, it's Bunedict from before. I'm going to enter the house if you have no objections.
Give me a persuasion. It's gonna be
persuasion.
Since that I gave him fruit, gonna help.
Okay, so advantage.
well. It's gonna be a lower DC.
Okay, just
Just one dice.
19.
Okay. So as you say that, you sit for a second.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take 2 steps. I'm not gonna barge into the house. Clean my feet off before I enter. I'm a bunny. They don't make bunny boots.
I mean, I'm just gonna stay outside. That this is your jam.
And is there a table close to the door? Or a elevated flat surface?
Yeah.
I will take out some bread and some fruit and put it down. Just leaving you one more gift. We are about to leave town. I know that it's been rough for you. You lost the family that lived here, that you've known, I'm assuming, for at least a little while. And we're hoping to still find who killed them. This will be the last time I ask. Is there anything you can tell us about maybe what happened so we can just determine and catch who did it?
Okay. Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oh. Well, the 1 is definitely not, but that's a grand total of a 9.
Ooh.
9?
9. Yeah, 9.
You hear a rustling. You look back, and as you look where you place the plate, all the food and bread is gone.
Really
Just
dramatic
hear-
music.
All you hear a whisper. Tyrannic. That's it.
Tyrannic. I know that name.
Thank you. The last thing I'll ask, is there anything you would like me to do to make your time here more comfortable before I leave?
No response.
Thank you, Velma.
Get out!
I hope the next family you have here honors you as much as the last, if not more. And Bunedict is going to step out. I'm going to tell you.
As you walk out, the door doesn't slam behind you, but it does close.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything you found out?
Tyrannic?
Tyrannic?
Tyrannic. Tyrannic. The town of Tyrannic.
Tyrannic. The town of Tyrannic.
Yes, it was the town of Tyrannic. And with that, I now must go investigate what that slightly metallic sound falling in my house was.
Yes. All right. So I guess then that we will be heading to the front to the front gates, and basically, if I am still able to track
gates.
that rosemary smell.
Yeah, you're able to find it pretty well.
Or the
And
back
as
gates,
you
depending
get
on how you
there,
look at it.
What?
as y'all get there, Rorik is going to meet you there, and he's like, if things get bad, he holds up a ring.
A ring.
Just
Bunedict would be so offended that Rourke is
Don't
doing
do
this
it,
to Jolan.
Frodo.
No, Jolan's the only one that's here right now.
Bunedict would
But then I
would've
thought then that they
following.
were going to the.
Well, okay, we'll just wait then. We'll
Yeah.
just wait.
Because you know.
Because Jolan wasn't the one that was deep in. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
My child drug out another box of Legos while his mom is building in Bowser's castle.
Oh my God.
That's that 80.
As one does.
Right there. I
And
know
that was the box hitting the floor.
Okay, so to get back, as y'all are going to the front of town where you smelled the smell, Rurik
A
is
smelly
there.
smell.
You smelled the smelly smell.
A smelly smell that smells.
Someone just is farting rosemary in this world. That's all we were getting.
Rurik meets you there and presents to you a ring. It is a gold band with a symbol of 3. It's a triangle with 3 dots on it. And he holds it up. It's like, when you think things are getting bad, useless. And he hands you it.
I've just been given a ring.
He was about to hand it to Jolan. I'm like, you know that Bunedict would be pissed if Jolan got handed a ring.
That's true. I was originally going to hand it to you, and then you left.
I had to, yeah, no, like, mechanic-wise, completely understand.
Yeah.
Bunedict's just like, well, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Just be careful in Chivani.
So just use it? What, do you know what it does?
Well, you meditate with it for about an hour, and then it will help you turn away the spirits and protect you. So mechanically, it is a ring of turn evil. Or turn
Ring
spirits.
of Turn Spirit.
Turn undead. Fuck, why can't I get the name?
Ring of Turn Undead.
Too many rings in your brain.
Yeah.
Havel's Ring.
The Ring of Rings.
Elden
Makes more
Ring.
Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring.
That the one
Anyway.
ring to rule them all.
Okay,
Don't do it,
Find
Frodo.
them.
Oh no, I'm putting this ring on. He put a ring on it. This is...
Yeah, if you like it, then you should.
So then were we able to get those priests to come along?
I believe so. One of them was a bit more excited than the other two.
Is he like bounding down the street,
Really?
like already
How
excited,
so?
like notice me senpai?
You'll see.
So y'all wait
just-
for a minute. Did you want to examine anything?
Did we get horses or anything?
Oh!
Y'all never looked to check.
Because
It
I
wasn't
asked
that-
him.
wasn't
Oh,
that
to
far
be
of a
fair,
trip?
when you asked for horses, this is the face that Rurik made.
So,
wasn't
anything
that far
about
of a
this onyx dog? I mean, do y'all know what this thing does?
Look.
When you're looking at the onyx dog, you see, strangely enough, in common, not in the Wilden language that they seem to speak around here. You see Snuggles.
Snuggles.
Do you throw it?
I just basically just...
You speak its name?
I'm doing this as hard
Yeah.
as I can.
Yeah. I just go Snuggles, just toss it.
As you toss it, it apparates into a giant black mastiff.
That's new.
And then it spins around and it looks at you. It's like, "How you doing, sir? Going to a bad town in Chivani, huh?"
What
we
the
hearing-
fuck?
are we
Yeah, you all
hearing?
hear it.
What the...
This is
you
still
don't
not the
wanna-
weirdest thing that has happened in the last 24
You
hours.
don't
He's
wanna
not
go
wrong.
to Chivani there. It's a dangerous place.
Is he just polishing a gear, saying, you ought not to go up there?
I guess that...
Is he just Herman Munstering warning us?
that... Snuggles return.
That just returns.
Okay. That was fucking weird. Don't call its name again.
Oh, Snuggles!
Snuggles pops out,
Pocket.
breaks your pocket.
You're not walking around with busted pants, Jolan.
I've heard my name called before. I am here to warn you of the dire tidings that are at Chivani, sir.
What else can you tell us there, Snuggles?
It's a dangerous place. The dead don't sleep in Chivani, sir.
Oh no. Say it isn't so. The terror.
It
horror.
is so, unfortunately.
Bunedict's just gonna cough. Well, there, good sir. If we have a whole lot of moxie, are we going to be able to get in there and do a humdinger of a job and clear that town?
You're speaking my language.
I know! And the whole time, Bunedict's going to look over at you. I'm very sorry. But this is slightly adorable.
That you just see just like a bluish orange firefly that just starts just buzzing in your ear very loudly.
Oh.
You don't want to do that, sir. You might give him tinnitus.
Well, yes, you see, tendinitis, I don't know what the hell that is, but I don't know what's going on.
Oh, this is a whiz-bang of a bad situation. I got a buzzing in my ears.
Are the priests coming at all?
They're walking up.
We need to...
You see, like, one of the younger priests excitedly with the big pack, and the other two just... They have packs, but they're a lot smaller, and he's just like... Has a pep in his step, and the other two priests...
Snuggles, please greet our new friends.
Oh, hello there! It's like, well, this is a talking dog! Oh, my goodness, come here! You best not touch me, sir! I might bite! Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Give me a good snuggle.
Snuggles return.
Snuggles returns.
Just tosses it to you. You want him? No, Dad, you already have something.
You already have one.
You already have thunder thighs, so...
Thunderclap. Thunderclap.
Okay.
We're on a journey to the west to the Thunderclap Temple.
I'm gonna point at the younger priest. I didn't catch your name. Is it Kevin?
No, it's Anton. It's okay. People get it confused all the time. Are you also blessed?
Emily just told me Snuggle Return sounds like a kid's movie.
You are also blessed. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I guess.
Really has.
I mean, considering the fact that I've died 3 times, I'm considered to be blessed.
Oh, how many times? 3?
3, and then as that, he just smiles. That you just see just like that the cracked teeth and just like one of them looked like a canine. I'm like, I mean, you should really start embracing this a little bit more. You should. And then that Jolan just basically just like plays just with just like a canine teeth from his tooth, and then just starts just flicking it, and then just put it back in.
Oh, that is interesting.
I'm gonna stand behind the
disgusting,
priest.
Jolan.
Oh, you have big wings.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I'm focusing on the older guys. Like, I know that they're the ones that are gonna be lagging, so.
Okay, so...
Lead the way, Sniffs.
Very well, angry one.
Hold on.
Okay,
Should we ask a certain dog to lead the way?
Oh, can you bring up dog again? That was really cool.
I think we should keep him. Let him rest until we need him.
He needs to rest his vocal cords.
Okay. That is...
I wish Tony was watching.
Okay, so y'all now are heading to the town of Chivani, and we're going to take a break right here.
Okay.
Alright, and...
Alright. So, after these messages, we'll be right back.
Back.
Bye.
Back. Put the candle back.
I was waiting for one of you motherfuckers to actually use